Bonus 1173, and tonight we'll be doing the National Series race from Loudoun, New Hampshire. We'll be doing the Mahindra Roxor Offroad 200.
Predator.
And first of all, that's a real name. Second of all, we got a lot of we got a couple spotters in here. We got.
Hey guys, I'm a running guide spotter, so if you need anything, let me know.
We got. These are your drivers tonight. We got Predator in the 9. Got Ryan Guy in the 0. Weasel in the 18. Steven Smith the 01. Incog the 42. Edifier in the 1. Trainer in the 23. And Will, who's subbing for Nascar Man tonight in the 7. And you got Texas, who's spotting for Ryan Guy. And you got Bradley, who's going to be watching the race. And hello, sir, madam, whoever you are. Not much, Brett. How are you? Back at it again with the broadcast tonight. Hopefully, I just want to be real with y'all. I wonder how many shots y'all took every time I got Will and NASCAR Man mixed up, because if y'all tuned in last week at Kentucky, I got Will and NASCAR Man messed up like every single time. And yeah, so you're Katie, huh? Cool, good to know. Well, hey, welcome to the stream, KD. If y'all tune into the Cup broadcasts, then you'll know that the 47 car is Brett West. Oh, okay. Yeah, and Weasel just put Predator in the.
Not even hitting that hard on my screen.
Yeah, I just saw that. Oh, he tried to get him back. That didn't work. And Bradley might be spotting for Predator tonight. I don't know. But got a Cup driver in here tonight. Watching the broadcast. Don't know if that's me, but Steve Smith in 01 seems to be a little laggy. Now this is there's been a I guess a debate for who knows how long, since like 2016, 2017. About whether New Hampshire is a short track or a 1 mile track. Lengthwise, you'll say it's a 1 mile track, but how the racing goes here in New Hampshire, it almost acts like a short track, kind of like ISM Raceway. It's a 1 mile track, but it acts like a short track. And there's been a debate going on for a couple years now whether New Hampshire's a short track or not. And I remember a poll question. I think on YouTube one day, I watched a video about relating to New Hampshire. It was a poll on the wall, I saw Weasel get on the wall. It was like poll on the wall, but there was a poll on the YouTube that whether is New Hampshire a short track or not, and there were two choices, yes or no, and 60% I believe said no, it's not a short track. And the other 40% say yes, it's a short track. So it's 50. People take it as 50-50 whether New Hampshire's a short track or not. Personally, I say it acts like a short track, but it's not really a short track. It's like a bigger version of Martinsville. It's like Martinsville had a grandchild, or a son or daughter, and it was New Hampshire. And because it's bigger, it's strong. It's like the child's probably like stronger in the family than his parents. So New Hampshire is bigger in real life than Martinsville.
least nobody heard my moment. That's good.
That's how I kind of interpret it. But we're not gonna. We're done watching Steve Smith in 0-1. Let's look at Incog in the 42, who at Kentucky, he and Weasel were coming after GT Jones in the 5 for the win last week in New Hampshire. It was a good battle between those three drivers. See if the 42 and the 18 could team up and catch the 5. They would catch them slowly but surely. I believe they caught them like very few laps. They'd get it like a 10th here, a 100th here. They cut the gap down from 3 seconds to 2 seconds, but then they started racing each other, and that just put the nail in the coffin for both of them, not having a chance to win the race. So we're gonna watch. We're gonna be in practice for 4 more minutes, and we're gonna get some pre-race interviews in here real quick. Also, not only pre-race, but also pre-qualifying interviews as well. Now, there's only one Cup driver in the field tonight. Unlike last week, there's 2, and that is Big Will in the 7 car. Once again, filling in for Nascar man tonight. And so far, there's Ed Fire on the 1. You just saw go by the screen. There was Incog the 42. So apparently on G Motorsports spotting on a wave of momentum right now. I believe they won the last 2 races in the National Series, with Predator winning Daytona and GT Jones winning Kentucky. Maybe it could be 3 in a row. He'd try to win New Hampshire. But GT in the 5 is not here, so. But filling in for him pretty much is like Ed 5 is gonna be in the 1 tonight. You got Will is subbing for Nascar man again for the 2nd week in a row in the 7, and you got Predator obviously in the 9, who got his first career win at Daytona. So, ow, hurt my finger. So we're gonna see if G Motorsports can make it 3 in a row. They had a pretty good chance of getting 3 in a row. They had a pretty good chance of going back to back last week, Kentucky, in which they did. With GT, I was not expecting the 5 car to be winning the race because Will had a dominant car. I think he and Predator were probably the 2 best cars out of G Motorsports last week. Also, you had Kevin in the 88 as well, so. That always makes it interesting. Kevin might show up in the 88 tonight. I don't know yet. And then you got Predator in the 9, Will in the 7. GT in the 5 is not shown up yet, but he might. I don't know. I believe I mentioned Ed Fire on the 1. So we're gonna ride on board with Incog for this lap, and then we're gonna get some interviews in. See, for me, I think the preferred lane you want to be in is that 2nd lane, the lane off the bottom. The 3rd and 4th lanes are not going to be your best bet. You can try arc the corner, like you see Incog here. He enters in the 2nd lane, and then you see he comes down to the 1st lane, right there. If you can get your car to arc to either the point of the entry or the middle of the corner with the apex of the turn. If you can get the car to brake and turn in the apex of the corner, then you can feather the throttle, not hammer down, but you can feather the throttle, try to get that one off the corner down the straightaway. Because you're not going to be able to flat-foot it going around 1 and 2 or 3 and 4. You're gonna have to ease onto the throttle. You gotta feather the throttle. You gotta build the throttle. You gotta be easy on the throttle. You gotta take it easy through the corner, and then when you think it's the best moment to gas it up off the corner, you hammer down on the throttle, and then you get off the corner. So now we're gonna get some pre-race interviews in.
36s. Yep.
Got a lot of people not talking tonight. That is, I guess, because they're trying to focus on the track, because New Hampshire's not an easy track to get around. So let's get Puerto in here.
Fuck that corner up.
And not that one, but this. Dang it. I skipped this paint scheme that he's driving tonight. There we go. The Tackle. I guess how you pronounce it. Tackle. T-A-K-L. I don't know, never even heard of it. Let alone Bugafy. But yeah, we might get Plato in here. He normally doesn't turn down the interview, so. But probably this weekend's probably one of those weekends that he has to focus on the race, especially the racetrack, because he told me off the track that New Hampshire's not one of his best tracks, so he's probably gonna take some time and learn the track, and then hopefully he can at least be contending for the competing in the top 5. It seems like he's gonna get a top 10 because no other drops have shown up yet. Let's see how many drops I got. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, NASCAR man showed up, so Will might not be racing now because NASCAR man showed up. So we might not have a Cup driver in the field then. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we only got 8 drivers. Will would have been 8 instead of NASCAR man, but NASCAR man showed up, so NASCAR man's going to be in the 7. So it's been 3 minutes, so I don't think I don't think Puerto's gonna be accepting the interview because he's probably busy trying to get his car set up and all of that jazz. So we're gonna get somebody else in here now. Let's get Steven in here. I do like this paint scheme though, that he could have the possibility of wanting the flex glue car. I don't know why, I like the red and the yellow 01. I don't know why. Just flows out there. Hey Steven, how are you?
I'm doing good.
That's good. You got any strategy for this race tonight?
Yeah. I feel like I have a good go.
Have you how do you interpret the turns? Because do you treat it like a Martinsville sort of track, or you just treat it like a normal 1 mile track?
I just
Different bit twice or something?
Can you repeat that? Because I didn't hear you.
Fourth time. Shit.
Can you repeat that last? Because I didn't hear you. Your mic cut out.
I said I treat the track like a different type of short track. Or tricky one.
Okay. Do I have any more questions? Hey, you gonna be? that was gonna be a dumb question, but I was gonna ask a dumb question, but then I decided not to. But I got one more question for you though. Are you have you talked to any teammates recently about how you took in New Hampshire?
Ryan was asking me how. What? He was asked. He doesn't know how to run the track.
Mm-hmm.
So he said he's horrible at it, but I practiced with him. He did pretty decent. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully he can get a win tonight.
Mm-hmm. Well, good luck to you, Wine Guy, and your team tonight. Hopefully you can get one of your cars in the victory lane, and hopefully talk to you later on.
Alright, definitely.
He might have to get his mic fixed because it cut out. He cut out while he was talking, and I didn't hear what he said. So that's why I asked if he can repeat his last. Meaning, can you repeat what you said because I didn't hear you. So let's see here. Let's get Incog in here now. And this is the paint scheme that he's running. The black and red car, a little gray on it as well. Maybe we could throw a boop on that. Just kidding. Excuse me. But from what I saw, his car handled okay. He got a little loose on the bottom lane, but we'll see what he can do. He's been competitive. He's gotten a couple top 5 finishes here as of late. Got top 5 in Michigan, finishing second to GT. He finished third at Kentucky, behind Weasel and GT as well. So he had a shot to win for the second time so far, I believe, this year at Kentucky last week. So I think after this, I think the National Series have an off weekend. I think. No, I could be wrong about that. Might have to check the schedule to see what the next race for the the National Series is. That's probably not the best way to go to. That's not where I wanted to go either. There we go, that's where I wanted to go to. Alright. Let's check the next race for the National Series after New Hampshire. I think it's an off week. I feel like. But I heard about I think from a NBCSN broadcaster announcer that it's gonna be like a big part of the stretch. I think they go to Iowa actually. Now I think about it. Yeah, they go to Iowa next. I thought they didn't have an off weekend, so they go head back to Iowa next week, huh? Dang it! I don't even think it's dang man. It's been about a month since we've been to Iowa. Can't believe it's been that long. I'm surprised that it's that long. I thought it would be shorter. Wait. No, I thought it would be longer. That's what I meant to say. And meanwhile, the trucks in the National Series, I think, going to be... I mean, not the National Series. The trucks in the Cup Series are going to be at Pocono. And the National Series is going to be at Iowa again. So... let me check the... that's going to be next Saturday, the 27th. So... let me check the truck schedule. Oh, and by the way, Incog didn't set the invite, so probably gonna end this part of the stream after I check out what the next place is for the truck series, which I think it's gonna be Pocono. Yep, it's Pocono. Just kidding, I haven't checked it yet. After Kentucky, it is Pocono. Yep. So it's gonna be Pocono.
I'm gonna do something real quick, but I'll be right back.
So next weekend it's gonna be Trucks and Cup at Pocono, and the National Series at Iowa. So. Not a lot of interviews this time around. It's probably because everybody's trying to get a feel of New Hampshire. New Hampshire's not the easiest track. It's not the worst track. It's probably not the worst track in the National Series, but I guess we'd say it's up there. So, if y'all new to the channel, I do 3 parts of the stream. So this is part number 1, practice. Part number 2 is qualifying. So we're going to get that underway, and that's not what the button I want to click. That's not the button I want to click either. I wanted to hold that exact same button. But, yeah, I'm going to end this part of the stream. Thank y'all for tuning in to this part of the stream. And see y'all back in a minute.